We are now exactly 9 months away from GTA 6, the biggest, most ambitious game in history, officially dropping on May 26, 2026. With a billion-dollar budget, hundreds of leaks, hidden details, and the highly anticipated trailer 3, here's the full breakdown of what we know so far about GTA 6. The topics that are going to be discussed in this video are here on the screen, and let's get straight into it. First, the development process of GTA 6. According to Take-Two Interactive CEO, after they saw a massive success of Red Dead Redemption 2, they gave a full development back in 2020, which as per reported by IGN, it seems that the development budget is about $1 billion. The official release date of GTA 6 is May 26, 2026, which was supposed to come out originally this year in fall 2025, but Rockstar delayed it, as they believe they still need extra time to polish the game, because if you don't know yet, the game is fully playable now, but they still have to fix some bugs and glitches, so they won't be embarrassed when the game comes out. They will not be seeing glitches and bugs, do not be embarrassed. But there are actually two hidden clues behind this release date. As we know, GTA 6 is inspired by Vice City, and the voice actor of Tommy Vercetti, known as the protagonist of GTA Vice City, passed away on May 26, 2022. Additionally, to support my point even more, Jason and Lucia are inspired by Bonnie and Clyde, which their funeral was also on May 26 in 1934. These couples were robbing banks and stores, and that is most likely the reason why Rockstar set the date as May 26, 2026. Because we know very well that obviously it doesn't take a year to finalize and fix bugs and glitches if the game is fully playable. And as we know, the protagonists of GTA 6 are Jason Duvall and Lucia Caminos. And if you also didn't know that the voice actress of Lucia Caminos is Manny El Paris in real life, and for Jason, rumors say now Daniel Warkey is the real-life voice actor of Jason.
But if I opt to eat her, and there's still a chance that old Betty will rise again, party in the after party.
Please, Jason.
Again with the fucking interruption! I can't stand women. What's with that? I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out. Jason Duvall. He might have.
You see, Lucia was originally born in Liberty City, as it mentions in Rockstar's website. And speaking of Liberty City, some say that GTA 4's Liberty City map should return to GTA 6, as we have some references. First, as we said, Lucia was originally born in Liberty City. As a second reference, in the second trailer of GTA 6, we saw a Liberty City license plate. And additionally, this man was wearing a Liberty City Cycles cap. And Rockstar previously took down a Liberty City mod in which you were able to play GTA 5 on the Liberty City map. So of course there was a reason to why they took down the mod. And in the second trailer of GTA 6, Rockstar Games teased cage fighting, which was originally in GTA 4. And lastly, we originally had Liberty City in San Andreas. And speaking of Jason Duvall, as it mentions in Rockstar's website, Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. And speaking of Lucia as well, we know she has an ankle monitor, and we also saw that she was wearing that in the second trailer of GTA 6, which she was obliged and required to do some community services, such as taking out trashes, which you see she also wears an LDC uniform, which its full name is Leonida Department of Corrections. We have as well Jason's friend, called Hampton, which as it mentions, Jason's friend and a fellow associate of Brian's, Paul feels safest hanging at home, as sleeping on Coast Guard comes with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. And speaking of Brian, which his full name is Brian Header, he seems to be a classic drug runner, as it also mentions in Rockstar's website, which he also has his third wife, Lori. For other character, we have as well Booby Eek, who is someone who seems to own a strip club, which he also seems to be working with Drake One Priest, which also seems to be Bookie E's associate. Which speaking of Booby Eek, if you didn't know, he's actually based off the 90s rapper Akin Yeli. Credit as well to West New Win 2025 for finding this out, which it also said additionally, he made the song Put It in Your Mouth and is a frequent guest on the YouTube show Drink Champs. He actually owned club life in Miami South Beach, and this character is a representation of that. Thank you later. Well, Baylux and Roxy, aka The Real Dimies, who have been friends since high school, which will seem to be working with Drake One Priest as rappers. And for the last character, we have Rob Batista, who seems to be close with Lucia. He's also a bank robber who does heists, but it seems that he will be betraying Lucia, as he seems like a villain. And of course, as the GTA 6 map is huge, we have 6 different cities such as Vice City, Leonida Keys, Grass Rivers, Fort Gellhorn, Ambrosia, and Mount Caliga, so along with the 70 screenshots that represent these cities. And as we cover covered the cities, it's time to showcase the leaked GTA 6 map, and shout out to the mapping project community for making this possible. Their Discord servers link is in the description below. Here's also the leaked GTA 6 map, and this is not the final layout, but just to be quick, we have Mount Kellinger right there, we have Ambrosia, Lake Leonida, which they also recently added the Ambrosia, along with as well this motorsports park, this sugar refinery, along with Port Gellhorn, which seems to be playing as a huge city in GTA 6. We have as well the VCIA, the airport. They updated the Leonida Keys, they added this one over here, which we saw Jason's house. They also expanded this recently, the Watson Bay, as we saw as well in this screenshot right there, which people also say there seems to be a kid right there, and this is also where Lucia is working for to do the community services for the LDC. And we have as well here Vice City, which is huge. And now trailer 3. As we know, we got trailer 2 recently along with the 70 screenshots, artworks and more, and now we should be seeing as well trailer 3 coming out either in 4th 2025 this year or maybe in December, because we should be expecting as well a gameplay trailer just like we got for GTA 5. And when they release the third trailer, of course the pre-orders will launch as well. As in the first trailer of GTA 6, it was saying coming 2025, and now in the second trailer, May 26, 2026, and now for the trailer 3, most likely as pre-order now, knowing that they can generate more hype and also get more pre-order sales, which now PS5 players can wishlist GTA 6 in the PS Store, and for Xbox One Series X and S, it's going to be launching very soon. Now speaking as well of the prices, for example for GTA 5, the Standard Edition was $60, the Special $80, and the Collector's Edition $150. But as GTA 6 is now way bigger than GTA 5, and of course years past, we can expect for the prices to be slightly higher. To support my point even more, for Red Dead Redemption 2, the Standard Edition was also $60, along with the Special Edition as well, but the Collector's Edition was $100. So of course for GTA 6, we are most likely expecting for the Standard Edition to be about $80, the Premium Edition $100, and the Ultimate Edition around $150 or even a bit higher, but of course no more than $200. And of course it is really worth in noting that these are not confirmed, but we're talking about based on Rockstar's logic and also comparing the prices of GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. We can definitely expect for the prices of GTA 6 to be slightly higher. And of course as GTA 6 is going to be super realistic, we actually have some real life activities coming out in GTA 6, such as mini golf, pool, hunting, fishing, diving, dirt bike, kayak, and strip clubs. Here's also the list of all of the weapons coming out to GTA 6. Most of the stuff were being used in older GTA titles, except from the polymer pistol, the bolt action sniper, and as well as the flashbang. We have as well many wildlife coming out to GTA 6, such as alligators, dolphins, sharks, turtles, flamingos, ducks, gulls, herons, miniature pincher dog, iguanas, along with tigers, elves, foxes, and even cats, along with the same animals that we have in GTA 5. And now lastly, let's break down the second trailer entirely, such as details to attention, secrets you missed, gameplays, and also features that you may think they're glitches, but they're super realistic. Let's dive in. The first thing I want to talk about is that over here in this footage, we can see that Jason is driving a car, and also there's a girl who said hi Jason in the second trailer. If we look closely, we can see a dog right in her right hand, and that dog is completely like frozen. It's not even moving. But the thing is that that's actually because that her right hand was not moving at all. If you also pay attention here where Jason's left hand is on the steering wheel, you guys are noticing right that the steering wheel is going right left, but Jason's hand is not that moving. And you can actually think that he's not like driving the car literally, like you will think that his left hand is not on the steering wheel, but in reality it is. And in this footage over here where we also saw that Jason was getting in his house and you open the door, just before that on the right side, if you guys pay attention, there's actually a doorbell, but in the trailer he did not use it obviously because he's home alone, there's no one, and he's not going to be using it. My point is that if you paid attention to the doorbell, we might be able to actually maybe ring people's doors in GTA 6, and that'll be one of the coolest things. Now what you also have here is where we saw first off where Jason grabbed someone, I guess his enemy, and threw at the car. Behind of Jason we can see there's a destroyed car and there's also fire. Now Now, a lot of people are saying that the fire is actually being behind of the car. I should say right of the car, but it's actually on the car. I mean, the car is technically destroyed, and you can tell that by taking a look at the back of the car where we can see that there is no wheel. And speaking of fire, we have as well, for example, here when Lucia was using a grenade launcher and trying to blow up police cars. You guys noticed, right, that this police car actually like jumped, but it did not get fully destroyed. And about the fires as well, you guys are noticing, right, like they are super realistic, which you cannot even tell that they're actually real. Because in GTA 5, for example, when you try to use a grenade launcher on a car or any vehicle, it will instantly be destroyed, right? But for GTA 6, and especially for this footage, it is super realistic that you will think it's a glitch that she used the grenade launcher and the police car did not blow up right away, but that's actually the case. That is super realistic. Now I have to go back actually to trailer 1 because you guys notice here there are actually some NPCs that are noticing as well. There are shadows, which is really realistic side, where we don't see their shadows, which is kind of weird, and there are actually some cars behind them have turned on the lights, but we don't see shadows. You guys are noticing here when someone is riding a bike that is wearing a flip-flop, you guys will tell, or you guys might think actually that this is a bug, but the flip-flop is actually in between the pedal of the bike and also the person's right and left foot. So this is super realistic. And what I also want to talk about is this footage over here where we can see, I'm assuming Jason, but you guys are seeing that is also super realistic. They drifted, and behind them there's like a box which we don't even know what there is inside, but you guys are seeing like the way that the box flipped. That is super realistic. And one last thing I want to talk about is over here in this screenshot, we can see down on the right side there are actually some police officers who are, I guess, arresting someone. So about the pose, you guys will think it's a bug, I mean something weird, but he is definitely maybe trying to, you know, put his hands up or maybe go down to the floor, which we don't have that thing in GTA 5. I'm assuming maybe in story mode, but not going down to the ground, maybe putting your hands up. So again, this is gonna be one of the coolest things, especially in GTA 6. The second trailer of GTA 6 is basically all gameplay. Now, although Rockstar said previously that a second trailer was recorded in-game on PS5, which is half gameplay and cutscenes, but I'm gonna prove it why from what I'm seeing as well after watching the trailer too many times, that for most of the parts in the second trailer, we have gameplay and not cutscenes. This means that if they were recording in-game, which they said that, this likely means that the Rockstar editor is returning to GTA 6. Let's get straight into it. So within the first few seconds of the second trailer, for example, we can see a town and as well as an NPC walking here, also flying around a plane here, and using someone on a boat and Dingy, and also here someone who's driving a car around. So this is definitely considered as gameplay because we have these as well similarly in GTA 4 and GTA 5. And after that, we can see here as well Jason who's at the top of his house. This is likely a cutscene, I would say, but in Rockstar editor, we may be able to record things like that, so it'll be very possible. But for now, I'm gonna say it as it is a cutscene. And then we also saw here that Brian, his landlord, just walking here, and this is definitely a cutscene because the way that he's walking, moving his body, this is likely a cutscene. Now over here where we can see Jason who's using the ladder and going down, this is very surely a gameplay. Especially as well, we can use a ladder in GTA 4 and GTA 5 going down and up, so that is a gameplay. Now over here where we can see as well Brian is speaking, that is surely a cutscene. It feels kind of different, especially as well for the way that he's moving again and his hands are moving, and for the way that he's talking, this is very likely a cutscene. And same goes as well for here when Jason is talking with Brian, again that is for sure a cutscene. But over here we have as well a cutscene as well, but now when we can see Jason over here where he's gonna be opening the door, that is indeed a gameplay. Because especially as well, you can tell that like you're in game because we can see first up that we are behind his back and he's opening the door, so it kind of gives you the vibe that we're actually like playing in game, similarly that we have as well in GTA 4 and GTA 5. Now over here we can see Jason who's driving a car. That would be for sure a gameplay. I mean, driving cars, vehicles are the main thing in the GTA franchise. And again, we have another gameplay here. We can see Jason lifting the weights, and you guys also know that going to the gym is going to be one of the major activities in GTA 6. Now especially here where we can see Jason who's trying to go out of the market and a girl opened the door for him, I would would say this is a gameplay as well. Now about this part where we can see Jason turning his face to the left side, look, I'm gonna say again, this is a gameplay. Now this thing over here is likely a cutscene, I would say, for sure, and especially as well where we can see here Jason speaking with the person who's going to be trying to get out Lucia out of the prison. And after that, we can also see here in this footage where Lucia has as well a submachine gun in her hands. That is a gameplay for sure, especially as well where we can see here Jason grabbing someone. That is again a gameplay. And over here where we can see Lucia and Jason doing cheers and trying to chill out at the bar, again, that is a cutscene for sure. Now for these two, those are definitely gameplay. Maybe you can also use Rockstar Editor, or maybe they used Rockstar Editor and to maybe make this possible in the trailer too. So again, I'm going to go with gameplay for that. And over here where we can see Lucia doing a community service, trying to take out the trashes, that is surely a gameplay. And over here of Lucia speaking with Jason, that is for sure a cutscene. And over here we can see as well some shots at the bar again. So of course these are cutscenes. And over here this footage is likely a gameplay. And then when Lucia is doing a 360, that is surely a cutscene. And Jason over here talking with Lucia, that is surely a cutscene. And over here for holding hands, that is surely a cutscene as well. And over here where we can see Lucia and Jason going to the party, I would say this is a gameplay because we might be able to do a mission like that of Lucia and Jason trying to have fun at the party. This one as well over here, a gameplay. Now for this part over here when the people got angry at Jason, I would say a cutscene for sure, especially this one as well. That is definitely a cutscene. Now over here when Jason and Lucia are trying to escape out of maybe not prison, I don't think prison, somewhere else, I'm gonna say that is for sure a gameplay, and especially this part 2 as well, and that is very likely a gameplay as well. Now this footage over here is very likely a cutscene. Now for this part over here where we can see, I'm assuming police officers are trying to, I'm assuming maybe try to chase Jason and Lucia or one of these protagonists. I think it's easy to choose that it is very likely a gameplay, and that is surely a gameplay as well because you guys are seeing this police officer, I'm assuming trying to maybe like their boss or something like that. I would say a gameplay for sure. And now when he said here us cops who are gonna be protecting each other, I would say for sure a cutscene. And now in this shooting footage of Jason that we can see, that is for sure a gameplay. And now for this footage for Bay Lux, that is for sure a cutscene. You can already tell that, of course. And now for Lucia and Jason who are dancing, that is for sure a gameplay, just like we said that earlier. And over here in this footage of Jason trying to, I guess, throw someone at the car, that is for sure a gameplay, especially as well here of the cage fighting where we can see Lucia, again, that is for sure a gameplay. And over here where we can see of Jason and Lucia saying we got this, that is for sure a cutscene. And over here where we can see Lucia using a grenade launcher and trying to explode police cars, that is indeed a gameplay. And over here of Jason and Dre reacting at something, that is for sure a cutscene. So this one is for sure a gameplay, and this will be maybe, I guess, one of the last missions in GTA 6. And of course that part is definitely a gameplay as well. And over here in this footage where we can see Jason and Lucia kissing, that is for sure a cutscene, especially this one as well. And over here we can see as well the car shots, that is indeed a gameplay. And over here of girls dancing on the roofs, that is a gameplay, especially this one as well. You guys are seeing in the club. And now this is likely a cutscene for sure. And over here where we can see a buzzer chopper trying to chase someone, that is a gameplay for sure. And over here where we can see Jason and Lucia using a sea shark, that is indeed a gameplay for sure. And now over here where we can see Jason on a motorcycle with Dodo playing behind, that is indeed a gameplay. Lucia jumping on the cart, maybe I guess trying to steal it, that is for sure a gameplay. And over here of Lucia and Jason again kissing, that is a cutscene for sure. And now this shot is indeed a gameplay. And over here on the Sanchez bike, that is for sure a gameplay. It's really making sense here. And over here in this footage where we can see Jason and Lucia trying to maybe run away from the enemies, that is very likely a gameplay. And over here where we can see Jason's friend Cal Hampton, that is for sure a cutscene. And now in the last footage we can see Jason and Lucia driving towards the Vice City, so that is of course a gameplay. This is gonna be the first part of me covering the new leaks we got, and the second part is gonna be about of me covering every single GTA 6 leak we have so far. So let's get straight into it, no time wasting. I came across GTA Vibes Twitter post a few days ago. So the captions are actually in French, which there's actually a bug on Twitter which it didn't let me to translate it to English. So shout out to ChatGPT. It says, this text is a rumored leak about possible gameplay features in GTA 6. It's written in French, so here's what it means in English. GTA 6, according to a leaker, here are some possible gameplay features. So the first one we have is advanced parkour, the ability to go down from one floor to another via balconies. Now this is actually a really cool feature in gameplay leak. I think this feature will 90% be in GTA 6. Doing parkours, it'll be amazing. We actually have as well something like that in Fortnite actually, where you can actually like jump and try to do parkour. They actually brought this new mechanic, I believe, in late 2024 last year. So if Fortnite did that, then there's no way GTA 6 isn't going to be having this mechanic. There's no way. Now for the second gameplay leak, it says grabbing planes or helicopters. You could hold onto airplane wings or helicopter skids. Now I'm not sure if that's going to be in GTA 6 because we actually have never seen something like this before, this mechanic in any of the GTA games before, but hey, anything is possible for GTA 6. We have as well for the third one, throwing / sliding weapons. For example, Lucia, one of the main characters, could throw a weapon to Jason, the other main character. Now, you know, this feature can actually be amazing, especially when you're trying to maybe rob a store, doing a heist, and trying to assist. That'll be a really nice feature instead of trying to, I guess, maybe open up the, I don't know, weapon wheel. I don't know, but this will be a really nice feature. It could be in GTA 6. Well, as well for the last one, gas refueling system supposedly confirmed, meaning vehicles might need to be refueled. I also talked about that actually a few weeks ago in my wishlist video where I said that hopefully we'll be having this feature where we can actually refuel vehicles. Now, I honestly don't know if that's going to be the case because it says confirmed, so that's really cool. But some of you guys have been telling me as well that this feature is not likely going to be in GTA 6 because it will likely hurt our gaming experience. I totally understand, but Rockstar has to make GTA 6 as realistically as possible. Now below it says, the post ends with, in the French caption, which literally means rumors to be taken with a grain of salt. So yeah, this is not confirmed. None of these are confirmed actually. It says it's speculation from a supposed leaker, but I believe, especially like the first one, and I believe maybe I should say the fourth one, these two features will likely be in GTA 6, that's for sure. So comment down below everyone your thoughts about these leaks. Which one do you believe will be in GTA 6? Do you believe those are likely fake, or do you believe these are not going to be in GTA 6, which they were coming from a trusted leaker apparently? But now we'll be moving on to talk about the other leaks we know so far. There are actually a bunch of leaks, from those old 2022 clips to the latest insider posts and Rockstar's weird updates. It's all lining up. Here we can see as well topics, which leaks we're going to be talking about, so let's dive in. Let's just first start off with the original leaks, the 90 gameplay clips from back in 2022. And obviously I cannot show them because of NDA, copyright, so forget about it, but you guys probably remember them as well. We saw early gameplay with Jason and Lucia, driving mechanics, weapon wheels, the stores you could rob, and a ton of new animations and locations. Even though it's pre-alpha, it told us a lot, like Vice City's back, there's a Bonnie and Clyde vibe, and the world's way more interactive than GTA 5. So yeah, despite how rough the footages were, those leaks basically confirmed a bunch of stuff we now know is real. Now the second topic we have is quite crucial for all of us, which is about the GTA 6 and PS5 Pro optimization, which is coming from an insider source, and credit as well to the GTA verse and Detective Seas. So the GTA verse said GTA 6 runs 60 FPS only on PS5 Pro. That's also something amazing and obvious because a lot of people have been talking about recently, like, and wondering whether GTA 6 is going to be 30 FPS or maybe 60 FPS. So I guess so far it's going to be 60 FPS, but exclusively only on PS5 Pro. Multiple graphical settings in testing phase, that's really amazing. PlayStation engineers helping Rockstar optimize for new tech. That's obvious because PlayStation and Rockstar are now working together about GTA 6, their marketing, and it's really cool. Rockstar working on other PS5 Pro ready titles. That's really cool because they're obviously working on other video games. They're going to be dropping on PS5 Pro. That's really cool. 60 FPS currently exclusive to PS5 Pro build, subject to change. Hopefully it does. Of course, I'm not saying for PS5 Pro to have less than 60 FPS. Of course not, because obviously the higher the FPS is, the better of course. Expect graphical modes, performance, quality, etc. on launch. Optimization thanks to Rockstar and PlayStation marketing deal. That's of course really cool. And lastly, GTA 6 x PS5 bundles planned for next promo wave. There's also a concept, as we can see. Of course it is not official, but yeah, this is definitely going to be happening, of course, with no doubt, because Rockstar and PlayStation are now partners, and this is also going to be their marketing deal and strategy for GTA 6. That is amazing, and this is a huge win, and I also hope to see not 60 FPS but also even higher than that. But as you can see everyone, here's the source, and credit to Frivolise, because apparently as well this person had previously worked with Rockstar Games as an editor, which is quite insane. So it says what is Rockstar Games preparing for the next version of GTA Online? That's a crucial question. Here's also something cool like an artwork. It's really cool. The logo too. So here it says about the release date of GTA Online in GTA 5. So that's really not important to us. Here's the important one. According to an inside source, the upcoming multiplayer game, codenamed GTA 6 MP, is currently at an advanced stage, much more so than it was during the original GTA Online, which was developed between 2008 and 2013. So the codename of GTA 6 Online is GTA 6 MP, and MP means multiplayer. Here's also like an artwork. It's really cool. We can see laser jets, a modernized network architecture. This is for GTA 6 Online, so make sure you guys pay attention. It says a modernized network architecture. Still based on a semi-peer-to-peer architecture, this new version would benefit from a technical improvement called fluid access. This network technology would have been specifically designed to eliminate the feeling of compartmentalization between different sessions, ensuring a multiplayer experience without interruption, unlike the current system where interactions between players can be limited or fragmented. There's also this thing about loading screens, and we wait from between seconds to minutes, so this is what they're talking about. Fluid access. There's gonna be like an improvement. There's also like artwork too. It's really cool. So better fluidity. That's crucial. One of the most significant advances would be the ability to perform free roam multiplayer activities with players from different sessions without ever having to leave your own environment or experience loading times. And I literally said that just about a few weeks ago. The goal would therefore be to put an end to waiting in menus or laborious manual invitations before starting an activity. From now on, everything could happen instantly. That is what I want to see. Not waiting on loading screens or on menus for too long, especially if my Wi-Fi connection is bad. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It is annoying, but now they're fixing it. They're getting rid of it, which is really cool. There's an artwork as well. It's really nice. More players per session. That's crazy. The next version of GTA Online is set to be aiming for a seamless and immersive gaming experience with the ambition of reaching up to 96 simultaneous players per session. However, according to my latest information, this figure is currently limited to 64 players, because we all know in GTA 5 Online there can be maximum 32 players simultaneously. So for GTA 6 Online, each lobby is gonna have 64 players, which is technically the double amount of GTA 5 Online's per session's amount of players. So this is quite insane, and it's obvious because the bigger the map is, of course Rockstar will add more players in per session. It makes sense. And lastly, still relevant, it is important to note that these intentions may have evolved over the course of the game's development. It is therefore possible that Rockstar Games may have adapted its objectives in response to new ambitions or technical constraints that they may have encountered. I guess maybe this might be like a rumor, I guess, but those are definitely stuff that are referred as leaks. That is for sure. And here's also an artwork. As you can see, it's not really an artwork, it's like a concept. Grand Theft Auto Online 2, the GTA 6 MP codename, 2 laser jets, but of course this is not the official logo. This is just a concept, but it looks kind of cool. GTA Online 2. So yeah. So just to conclude about this, the codename of GTA 6 Online is GTA 6 MP multiplayer. Each session is reportedly going to be having 64 players, which is great. And I guess that's pretty much it. In general, the codename, the players, and yeah. And it is also going to be having a much more advanced development than GTA 5 Online, that's for sure. There's also this new technology that is called fluid access for a seamless experience and more, which is awesome. So here's the source, Creative released. So they said GTA 6 chronicle of the most chaotic development in the history of Rockstar Games. And this is also really nice. I'm not sure if they're the one who did this or not. So it says, designing a new installment in Grand Theft Auto Saga remains a colossal challenge, both artistically and technically. Even though Rockstar Games' reputation is well established, every project faces its share of obstacles, between creative imperatives, technical constraints, unforeseen events, internal disagreements, and even cyber threats. There are many challenges to overcome. Now they shared here something about GTA 5. They said about release date, the copy, so that's not really important. The genesis of Grand Theft Auto 6, whose internal code name was Project Americas, dates back to November 2013. However, its design only really began in September 2014, the majority of teams having until then been mobilized and under development of Red Dead Redemption 2. Because we all know when Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, that was actually when Rockstar started giving full focus on GTA 6. And this is also like an image, I guess, in the studio. Original version, the decision to return to Vice City and its surrounding areas had been on the cards for years at Rockstar Games. The title Grand Theft Auto Vice City, released in 2002, still enjoys solid sympathy among fans of the saga. The idea of offering a modern version of the city of Vice immediately appealed to the management of Take-Two Interactive, because they obviously saw a massive success in terms of sales of GTA Vice City, the video game. So this is actually a really cool thing. For the project synopsis, the team of writers led by Dan Houser had imagined a detective plot worthy of a thriller centered around three protagonists. So they're talking about the three scrapped GTA 6 protagonists. Protagonist 1, an old Vice City police officer who is reputed to be incorruptible but who ends up gradually falling into organized crime in order to protect his son who has fallen into the dangers of drug use. Protagonist 2, the police officer's son, a very religious Cuban American junkie who tries to escape his addiction and the dangers posed by the drug trafficking world. For the third one, the right-hand man of a Colombian drug lord who manages the importation of narcotics into the United States via Vice City. His ambition is to found his own empire in North America. This original version was in development until the end of 2016 before being cancelled by Take-Two Interactive. The parent company of the star-studded firm deemed it too dark, not meeting their expectations. So to do a quick clarification and also summarize this part in conclusion, so we were supposed to have actually three protagonists. Number 1, an old Vice City police officer. Number 2, his own son who had drug addiction. This is what they're saying. Number 3, it was supposed to have as well that maybe police officer's right-man hand of a Colombian drug lord who manages the importation of narcotics into the United States via Vice City. So this is what they're saying. So basically, that development began in 2014, and in 2016 it was stopped, because Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games, rejected their development or maybe their application, so this is what they're saying. It's quite crazy. Now it says here, while the basics of the game have remained unchanged, the map locations, the gameplay mechanics, everything else has been reshaped according to Take-Two's artistic desires. So we can see as well here in the studio, we can see as well cars, like a scene from GTA San Andreas, some of the workers here, maybe the developers. It's crazy. This is actually the first time that I'm seeing inside Rockstar Studio. It's actually quite crazy. Oh, it says Rockstar North Studio. My bad. First reboot. The second version of the game offered a less dark scenario, this time with a scenario with two protagonists. Okay, protagonist 1, a policewoman, daughter of a Vice City cop who was murdered while on duty, on a quest for personal revenge with the goal of infiltrating the local underworld in order to dismantle it completely illegally alongside her service as a police officer. And for the second protagonist, a drug smuggler's underling, quite crazy like Trevor from GTA 5, rising in rank as the story progresses. This new version was in development for approximately 18 months before being cancelled in mid-2018 by Take-Two. We were supposed to have first off 3 protagonists, and then it got cancelled because Take-Two rejected Rockstar's thing, and they were gonna do that again as second wave. 2 protagonists, 1 policewoman, which was a daughter of a Vice City cop who was murdered, and alongside that policewoman, we were supposed to have as well another protagonist, a drug smuggler's underling, which is kind of like a crazy protagonist like GTA 5's Trevor. And it says here as well that for the first reboot, that development was around approximately 18 months, but again, it was rejected by Take-Two Interactive in mid-18. So this is the second time they are getting rejected by Take-Two. So it says here Rockstar North Studio, as we can see. Now second reboot. The third version of the game remained in development for only a few months. The storyline was similar to the first reboot. The grieving policewoman was replaced by an African-American man, a former soldier, released from prison and falling into the criminal world. Just like now that we have Jason, but he was not in prison actually. This third version was cancelled by Take-Two in March 2019, so it was once again cancelled. Necessary break. After 3 different versions of the GTA 6 script, developed by Dan Houser and his team of writers, were rejected by Take-Two management, the vice president of creative at Rockstar Games decided to take a sabbatical year at the end of March 2019. Mentally and physically exhausted by months of rewrites that were systemically swept aside by the owners of the company he had co-founded in 1998, Dan Houser chose to step down and temporarily relinquish his duties as vice president of creative. I mean, he got tired of this. He got rejected 3 times. Like, we're talking development from 2014 to 2019, 5 years. Scenario validated, that's crucial. After 3 cancellations, the 4th storyline for Grand Theft Auto 6 was presented and approved by Take-Two Interactive at the end of 2019. The storyline will focus on 2 protagonists, a couple whose plot is inspired by the story of gangsters Bonnie and Clyde. The man Jason is a former military man who falls into the criminal underworld, taking up the idea of the 3rd version, except that he is not African American but a Caucasian and that he does not leave prison. The woman Lucia is a Latina from Liberty City, and she is the one who is getting out of prison. We literally saw that clip as well in this part in the second trailer of GTA 6. Development began in earnest at the beginning of 2020, but Mr. Fortune never comes alone during COVID. And we got as well the leaks, as we can see. Now it says as well, so they actually shared stuff about the leaks, but what they said lastly is that Sam Hauser was the one who brought these ideas to life. Jason DeBall and Lucia Caminos, Protagonists, the storyline, and yeah, it's crazy. On May 2, 2025, Rockstar Games officially announced the delay of Grand Theft Auto 6 to May 26, 2026, pushing back the game's release by several months. This was a difficult news for millions of fans, as the title is considered the most anticipated game of the decade. That's pretty much it. So first off, it was all Dan Houser's idea. I mean, the two protagonists, you know, the father, his son, and that other man, then it got canceled. It was actually rejected by Take-Two in 2016. Then they also gave the first reboot, 2 protagonists, 1 female police officer whose father was also a cop but who was killed, and there was also another person who was like Trevor, I guess, is what they're saying. And now we also got later on another like 2 protagonists, which that police officer, the police woman, was replaced by an African American man was also out of the prison. You know, last day in 2019, Sam Hauser gave this idea for GTA 6 to have 2 protagonists, Jason DeBall, Lucia Caminos, inspired by Bonnie and Clyde. I first want to give out a shout out to GameRoll. They said, full list of information given to me by the same source who told me Jason and Lucia's last names. Because on April 19th this year, GameRoll already revealed the full names of Jason and Lucia, but they made it sound like they're not sure, they're questioning. But no, when we got trailer 2, we then confirmed that what GameRoll said was absolutely true. But the thing is as well, he doesn't want to be known as a leaker, so people won't spam in his messages asking what more do you know about GTA 6. He's not a leaker, he's just a news reporter who received those leaks from a trusted source who is apparently friends with and Rockstar developer. They said as well, disclaimer, I have no proof of any of this information other than it's all come from the same exact source who told me Jason and Lucia's last names. It is not a direct source. They claim to be the friend of a Rockstar developer. I asked them to find out Jason and Lucia's last names so I could verify their story once they were eventually revealed, and that's what happened. Some stuff here may be false, misinterpreted, or complete BS. I trust the source, but I have no way to prove any of it. So as I said earlier, he doesn't want to be falling into any controversies or dramas, so he's not a leaker. He's not. And now we can start with the leaks. So first off, we have gameplay. 6-star wanted level returns. Now we don't have this thing in GTA 5. We have actually 5 stars, but for GTA 6, it seems that we're having 6 stars, and I'm sure that's very likely going to be happening because we already got leaks in 2022. People are also talking about this. We got teasers. So yeah, in GTA 6, we are indeed having 6-star wanted level. Additionally, relationship bar mentioned in the 2022 lead clips still exists. Works like Honor in Red Dead Redemption 2. Weight mechanics are a thing, of course, because in the second trailer we saw Jason was lifting the weights. Additionally, this is a screenshot. We also saw here this fat guy with the belly, and also here this old man. So I'm assuming you can even become fat the more you eat, and if you go to the gym, stay fit, you can, lose weight. And I'm sure you all know that we already had this kind of feature in GTA San Andreas only. So I guess now it's coming back, and of course this is going to be the most realistic game ever. They also said explorable underwater areas with treasure and secrets. Of course, in GTA 5 already we have this feature where you can go underwater, especially as well in GTA 5. Find daily treasures and earn around 20 or 25k daily. And I'm assuming we're having this thing as well in GTA 6. They also said Trailer 2 scene where Jason buys beer is gameplay. Greed and antagonize is in the game. Absolutely, that's also something realistic. Now this thing is crucial. The character wheel has 3 options: solo Jason, solo Lucia, and dual protagonist control, where Lucia/Jason can be controlled at the same time to wrap together in the open world. Some missions are also storied using the 2 of them at once. That's for sure. Of course, in GTA 5, we have for Franklin, Michael, and Trevor, the three protagonists, and our GTA Online characters. But now what they're saying here for GTA 6 is that it seems that we're going to be having one for Lucia separately, one for Jason, and as well as one for both, in which in certain missions we can control them at once. That's nice. Now the thing is as well here, they didn't mention anything about GTA Online. I'm not sure, but so it's kind of crazy, but again, these could be wrong. Rectangle GPS with pink waypoints, that's not something new, but maybe the waypoints color is going to be pink this time. It's going to be different to give out as well, you know, the Vice City vibe. It's literally the Vice City team, I should say. Jason has a dead eye-like ability. It slows down time and reveals weak spots. Lucia can do it but one shot. Source said this is apparently super bad and they hope it gets changed. It's meant to show how Jason is a better shot than Lucia due to his time in the army. So these are the abilities for the protagonists, because in GTA 5 we have for Franklin, which you can drive vehicles in slow motion. Same as was similarly for Michael, but when you are in character, like not in a vehicle, in slow motion. And for Trevor, there's this rage ability. They also said people react to having your gun out. Now for GTA 5, when you have your gun out, NPCs don't react. The driving is best it's ever been. That's very crucial, and I'm really happy to hear this. Gore / dismemberment is being built off of Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's a new feature and it's realistic. Limited weapon system returns is stored in trunk. Now we have as well about the characters. We have first off for Donnie, Jason's friend who works for Brian and is described as a freak. We have as well for the map. The map is once again an island. That's something not new we know, because we also know the GTA 6 leaked map by the mapping project community. No open handle, enterable shopping malls, and a skyscrapers with lids. So that's something new, because in GTA 5 unfortunately we cannot enter in stores unless if there's maybe barber shop, like a small market with a snack. But for GTA 6 we're able to enter in almost anywhere we want. Apartment maybe, I guess, or shop or mall. That's something brand new and it's awesome. They also said 700 plus shops in most interiors of a major open world game. This is the one I'm most iffy about. 700 shops. That's a huge number. Game has chapters like Red Dead Redemption 2, 5 chapters in total. Shots from Trailer 2 were all from chapter 1 to 3, / non-existent content. They also said no fully nude sex scenes. Listening to music outside of a car apparently isn't a thing. Now that's bad news, but I would definitely take this as a grain of salt, because we literally saw Lucia in this screenshot using AirPods, and especially in this screenshot as well. They also said Prone was cut a while ago. Now that is not good news, because we can actually lay flat on the ground in Call of Duty and PUBG. Those are realistic, but why not in GTA 6? I would definitely take this as a grain of salt. They also said dual wielding weapons isn't in the game. That also sucks. I don't think that's something true. So I do believe that we're able to use maybe 2 pistols at once, you know, or 2 hands. That should happen for sure, but I'm actually kind of surprised they're saying here isn't in the game. But they also said no Disney World parody, so that's kind of funny. And lastly, no burglary minigame. But again, why? Now they also added more context. First, a screenshot is my original leak. We can see here on April 19th, he had posted this by saying, GTA 6 conversation has sort of dried up by now, so hey, here's a fun question. What do you guys think Jason and Lucia's last names are? My guesses are Lucia Caminos and Jason Duvall. Why? Because they sound cool, huh? Second one is the post I made afterwards. I didn't want to be known as a leaker and I wanted people to stop asking me what else I knew. This didn't end up happening, so now I'm just putting everything out there so I can get this weight off my chest and continue just being a dude with opinions. Remember, I'm not saying any of this stuff is definitely true. This is not from a direct source and things can be misinterpreted or hell made up. I have no way to know other than their past information was reliable. I love you all. Now the majority of the leaks I believe are surely accurate, but there are actually some leaks that are not logic and making sense, especially as when the last part when Grimwell said Prone was cut a while ago and dual wielding weapons isn't in the game. So that's not making sense, because this is the biggest game yet, and if they're not going to be bringing those 2 features in GTA 6, that I'm telling you and believe me, many fans are going to be disappointed at Rockstar. So be sure to comment down below your thoughts about those leaks. Do you believe most of them are accurate? The new and returning weapons and vehicles to GTA 6. We're breaking down every confirmed weapon and vehicle and showing you their real life versions. So let's get straight into it. So we're first going to be starting off with the vehicles, and from the vehicles we have the sports. So the first one we have is the Benefactor Shafter, as you can see everyone, which is already in GTA 5. I'm going to be covering first off the returning vehicles. We have as well, for example, the Bravado Banshee. We have as well the Dinka Ballistic Compact, along with the Dinka Sugo. We have as well the Imperator Victory, Ines Paragon R, Inverto Coquette, and as well as the Inverto Coquette D10, Karen Sultan, Fister Growler, Obey 8F Drafter, and also the Meibutsu Penumbra. So these cars that I showed are returning from GTA 5 to GTA 6, and they all are under the sports category. Obviously, of course, in GTA 6, they might be looking a little bit different, maybe like upgraded to be like maybe more advanced, but these cars that we went over real quick might look different in GTA 6. We have as well now the muscle vehicles that are returning from GTA 5 to GTA 6. For the first one, we have the Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom. As you all can see, it looks really cool. We have as well the D-Class Impoller SC, and as well as the D-Class Vigero ZX Convertible. That is one of my favorite vehicles. We have as well the Impounded Phoenix, the Vapid Slam Van, the D-Class Tulip M-100, and as well as the D-Class Tulip. So these are the muscle vehicles that are going to be going from GTA 5 to GTA 6. And again, there's a high chance that these vehicles might look a little bit different. We have as well now for the Super, which is the Pegasus Tempesta, and this was also seen in the second trailer of GTA 6. This looks amazing. We have as well for Saturn's Albany Emperor first off, which was spotted in this screenshot right there. As you can see, we have as well the Albany V-STR, and as well as the Karen Intruder. We have as well now the SUVs. First off, the Bravado Dorado, one of my favorite vehicles, which is also in GTA 5 of course. We have as well the D-Class Granger. We have as well the Dondrieri Landstalker XL. We have as well the Canis Mesa, the Pegasus Tauros, the Fister Astron, the Vapid Elutian, and as well as the Vapid Contender. So these vehicles that I mentioned so far are officially returning to GTA 6, which they are already in GTA 5 of course, which most of them are actually in GTA 5 Online. We have as well for coupes, the Overmatch Xeon, which is kind of cool. And now for motorcycles, we have first off the Liberty City Cyclos Averis, again officially coming back to GTA 6, along with the Meibutsu Menches, and as well as the Meibutsu Senches, along with the Western Motorcycle Company Zombie Chopper. We have as well from Off-Road, the Canis Camacho, along with the D-Class Yosemite 1500, the D-Class Walton L35, the Karen Rebel, the Nagasaki Blazer Lifeguard, and as well as the Vapid Caracara 4X4. Now in the second trailer of GTA 6, actually in the opening, we know Brian's car is this one actually. We know this is Brian's vehicle, which is also the Caracara, but I believe is slightly looking a little bit different, so that could be the one that is going to be in GTA 6. And we have as well for the Vans, the Brute Box File, and as well as the Zirconium Journey 2. We have as well from the utility, the Flatbed Trailer, as you all can see, and from a commercial we have the Jobel Phantom, and as well as the MTL Packer. I mean, I have to say, I noticed that there are so many vehicles that are returning from GTA 5 to GTA 6, and this is insane. It's huge. We have as well from the pickups the D-Class Rancher, again returning to GTA 6. And from emergency, we have the Brute Police Riot. We all know this is in GTA 5 of course, but in the second trailer, it looks a little bit different, right? It looks slightly different, so that's gonna be, I guess, the final version. We have as well from the bows, the Shih Tzu Squello. And we have as well the aircraft, which is crucial for my opinion. We have first off the Buckingham Nimbus, and as well as the Buckingham Super Volito, along with the Buckingham Shamol, the Swift, and the Buckingham Police Maverick, and as well as the jet, which I believe it is the laser jet. We have as well the Yobel Memetis, along with the Mammoth Dodo, the Nagasaki Buzzard Attack Chopper, the Sea Sparrow, and as well as the Western Company Duster. And we have as well trains, which is the freight train, but obviously it could be again looking a little bit different with different color. That's gonna happen for sure, and that also applies not just for this train but also in general to any vehicle that we're talking about. And now we have all of the upcoming brand new vehicles. So first, let's start off with the sports and super cars. First up, we have the Pegasus sports car, which is inspired by Lamborghini Aventador Super Veloce LP 750-4. It's kind of like a long name, but that is the inspiration of the upcoming Pegasus sports car. We have as well the Sentinel Classic Cabriolet, which is inspired by the BMW 830, and as well as the Willard Convertible, which is inspired by Buick Reatta 1990/1991. So these are the upcoming sports and supercars so far, which obviously when we get the trailer 3, we might be seeing as well definitely more vehicles. So stay tuned, it's gonna be amazing. We have as well from sedans and coupes. First up, we have the Albany sedan, which is inspired by Cadillac Eldorado 1959. It looks amazing. We have as well the Benefactor Saloon, inspired by Mercedes-AMG C63S. And we have as well another one inspired by Mercedes-Benz W211. We have as well the NS Cabriolet, inspired by Bentley Azuri. And we have as well the D-Class Tulip M-100 dunked out car. But now to the next one as well, we have the Obey Saloon, which is inspired by second generation Audi S7. And for the last one, we have the Willard Sedan, inspired by the 6th generation Buick Regal and the 4th generation Mazda 3. I mean, this is honestly really cool. Mazda is one of the best brands, for my opinion, of vehicles, and yeah, it's crazy. And we have as well the SUVs. First up, Bravado SUV, which is inspired by 3rd generation Dodge Durango. We have as well the current SUV, inspired by 5th generation Toyota RAV4. And lastly, Vapid SUV, inspired by 5th generation Ford Explorer. Again, it looks really cool. Now for the muscle, we only have one so far, which is the Vapid Dominator GT, inspired by Ford Mustang S550 2018 to 2023. And from pickups, we have the Vapid Credo, which is inspired by Ford Ranchero 1970 and 1971, which was also spotted as well in the opening shot of this trailer too. We have as well Bravado Bison, inspired by 5th generation Ram, and the Bravado pickup truck, inspired by 2nd generation Ram, and the Canis Esquadra truck, inspired by Jeep Scrambler CJ-8. So we have so many new upcoming vehicles, and that's not over yet. That's not enough yet. We're going to be seeing more vehicles when we get obviously the trailer 3, which is coming out obviously in late 2025 this year, most likely. And for motorcycles, we have so far one only, which is the Principe Albino V1, which is inspired by Ducati Panigale V2. And for bicycles, we have the City Bike inspired bicycle, and we have as well recreational Class A motorhome. And for emergency, we have the Vapid Ghost police car, the Buffalo STX police variant, and also the civilian police truck Vice City 03. No inspiration. We have also now for boats. First off, the airboat, inspired by the Panther airboats. We can see as well in this screenshot right there, which we also saw it in the first trailer of GTA 6. We have as well the Frosher M17 GT inspired boat, the Lure Predator S23, the Chaparral Premier 400 inspired boat. We have as well the Crest Kayak, inspired by the Crescent Kayaks, the PMP Designs G50 inspired boat, Sea-Doo REXT-X 300/Yamaha Wave Runner inspired jet ski. We have as well yachts. First off, the Azimuth Atlantis 45 inspired yacht. We have as well for vans and buses, the Benefactor passenger van, inspired by Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, and also the New Flyer Excelsior inspired bus. And for trains, we have the Vice City Metro Mule, as you all can see, we saw in the second trailer right there, and as well as the Metrorail inspired by Hitachi Rail. And for aircrafts, we have the Tethered Aerostat radar system inspired aircraft, and also mobility scooter, which we saw it over here in this screenshot. So we're done with the vehicles, the ones that are new and the ones that are returning from GTA 5. Everything is official. They're officially coming to GTA 6, and those are the vehicles that we know so far. But obviously, I'm pretty sure we're going to be expecting and to see more vehicles whenever we get a trailer 3. So definitely stay tuned for that. And now we're going to be talking about and move on to the weapons. Again, obviously, the returning weapons and the new ones. And of course, just to clarify everyone, the weapons that we're going to be covering real quick are brand new. They were never seen before in any of the GTA games, so this is even better now. So we are first going to be starting off with the pistols. So first off, we have the SIG-SOAR P100-320/Glock Hybrid. As you can see everyone, this is how it looks like in real life, and this is going to be one of my favorite pistols in GTA 6. We have as well the M1911 variant. It's a pistol of course, but in the front it looks like a little bit different than the default pistol we have in GTA 5. We have as well the Bursa Firestorm 380. Again, this one definitely looks really cool. And I gotta say as well, in some of the screenshots when we got trailer 2, we actually saw like pistols. For example, this one right there, where we can see there's a pistol over here in this screenshot right there on Movie X table. And the textures that you guys are seeing, the details are super realistic. We have as well this one right there of Lucia having a pistol in her hand, and there's like, I guess, a police that is gonna be trying to maybe, I guess, arrest or even kill her. And we can see as well here where Brian is giving pistol to Jason. And then we also have the Beretta 92FS pistol, which is definitely like the default pistol we have in GTA 5. It looks really cool actually. And we have as well, lastly, the Beretta M9. Again, it looks great. So those are for the pistols. We have as well for revolvers. We only have one so far, which is the Colt Titan. It looks really cool and it's definitely going to be overpowered. I mean, in GTA 5 as well, we have like a couple of revolvers. So far, that is the only revolver we have for GTA 6. But I'm very certain we're going to be seeing, of course, more weapons coming out to GTA 6. And we have as well for submachine guns. We have actually one so far, which is the Hector/Coach MP5/40. This looks really cool and it is, of course, coming to GTA 6. It's official. And for shotguns, we have first up the double barrel shotgun, which is really cool. We have as well the Browning Kitori. Again, it seems to be super OP. As you can see, everyone, the design, the texture, it's like a woody texture.
Oh.
We have as well the Mossberg 590. Now this is definitely overpowered, that's for sure. You can even tell by just like looking at its visual how it looks like. We have as well the Benelli M4, which I believe that is the shotgun that police officers and maybe like the SWAT team uses. I mean, we all know as well, for example, in GTA 5, we know the police officers like the cops and the SWATs sometimes, or I should say like some of them, actually use shotgun. But this shotgun that we have in GTA 5 isn't actually the same one as the ones that we covered like just within those few minutes.
One right there too.
So we have as well for rifles. First up, we have the AR-15 variants. So first one, we have the M4A1, the Zombot Block 2. And as well as the Cold Blow Enforcement Carbine LE6920. We have as well the Remington 700 BDL. Now, in case if you guys haven't paid attention, we actually saw this weapon in this screenshot right there, where one of the hunters on the right side has this in his hands, the Remington 700 BDL. Now we have as well more rifles, for example, the Roger N/22. We have as well the Springfield Armory M1A.
They're in the sun, but
And we have as well the M16, which a lot of people really like to use this weapon. We have as well more weapons, for example, the Milcord Mark 14 MGL grenade launcher. It looks a little bit different because we already have this one in GTA 5, as you all know, but on the back it looks a little bit different, the version is different, and this one looks even more cooler. We have as well, for example, the MK48 machine gun. Speaking of that as well, we have the M249 SAW. And we have as well attachments apparently, because in this screenshot right there, we can see NPCs in grass rivers who are holding weapons with attachments. For example, if you want to have like maybe a suppressed pistol, you will just equip the thing on the pistol. That is like considered as an attachment, for example. But from what I'm seeing in the list, there are actually like so many new attachments that we have never seen before, especially in GTA 5. So again, that's really cool. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you found this video helpful. A comment down below as well which weapons and vehicles you want to see coming out to GTA 6. Like which ones are your favorite, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.